Dr. Elara Finch was a renowned botanist with a love for rare and mystical plants. One day, while hiking in the mountains, she noticed an unusual glimmer above the clouds. Driven by curiosity, she climbed higher, the glimmer transforming into what looked like a hidden entrance. She stepped through and found herself in an otherworldly garden floating in the sky. Flowers of vibrant colors bloomed on plants with leaves shimmering like gemstones. The air smelled sweet, like a mixture of honey, vanilla, and freshly cut grass. Elara's breath caught as she marveled at the surreal beauty surrounding her. She touched a bright blue flower, and it emitted a soft melody, as if singing to her. Each plant seemed alive, as if it held a spirit within. Dr. Finch realized she had stumbled upon a paradise hidden from the world. She took out her notebook, eager to document everything. Suddenly, a voice whispered, "Welcome, seeker of wisdom." Startled, Elara looked around but saw no one. "Who's there?" she called, heart pounding with excitement and fear. A small, ethereal creature resembling a hummingbird appeared before her. "I am Lyra, guardian of the sky garden," it chirped. Elara's eyes widened as the creature flitted around her. "Why am I here?" she asked, fascinated. "Only those who truly love plants are allowed here," Lyra replied. "You have proven worthy by your dedication and respect for nature." Elara felt a warm glow of honor and gratitude. "I'd love to study the plants here. They're unlike any on Earth," she said eagerly. Lyra nodded, guiding her to a tall, luminescent tree. "This tree grants knowledge to those who seek it," Lyra explained. Elara placed her hand on the trunk and felt an electric pulse. Knowledge of each plant flowed into her mind like a river of memories. She saw plants that could heal, others that glowed in the dark, and some that could make one invisible. Overwhelmed, she pulled her hand away, gasping. "This is incredible," she whispered, almost in disbelief. Lyra fluttered above her, pleased with her reaction. "But be cautious," Lyra warned. "The knowledge is powerful, but not without its price." Elara nodded, committing herself to be a humble steward of this wisdom. She moved to another area, where plants grew as tall as houses. Each step she took revealed new marvels. There was a vine that glowed under the touch of moonlight. She discovered a flower that could speak in the language of dreams. Elara spent hours exploring, lost in the beauty of it all. Just then, she noticed an old stone bench under a willow tree. As she sat, Lyra appeared again. "Many have come here, but only a few have returned," the creature cautioned. "Why is that?" Elara asked, intrigued. "The garden can reveal desires, but it tests those who want to take from it," Lyra explained. Dr. Finch realized she was in a place of great magic and responsibility. Yet, her excitement and curiosity only grew. She found a small waterfall pouring into a crystal-clear pond. The water sparkled like diamonds, reflecting the garden's endless colors. Dipping her hand, she felt an invigorating rush, like a surge of life itself. "This water heals all ailments," Lyra said softly. Elara knew she had found something priceless and pure. Thoughts of sharing this discovery with humanity filled her mind. But she remembered Lyra's warning this place wasn't meant to be exploited. Elara promised to keep its secret safe, cherishing her experience. She sat on the pond's edge, watching fish swim in harmony. Each fish sparkled, as if they were stars in the night sky. Lyra fluttered beside her, watching Elara closely. "Do you wish to stay or return to your world?" Lyra asked. Elara hesitated, feeling torn. She loved this enchanted garden but missed her home. Finally, she replied, "I will return but come back if I'm ever needed." Lyra nodded approvingly, understanding her choice. "We will be here, waiting for your return," Lyra whispered. Elara took one last look at the garden, memorizing its beauty. The vibrant flowers, glowing trees, and magical creatures would remain in her heart forever. She stepped through the entrance, feeling a sense of peace. As she returned to her world, she felt changed in ways she couldn't describe. The garden had shown her the true beauty of nature. Inspired, she dedicated her life to preserving and protecting the environment. Elara spent her years teaching others about the wonders she had seen. Though she never spoke of the sky garden, its memory guided her actions. Her students noticed her deep respect and love for nature. Her passion inspired many to pursue environmental conservation. Years later, legends of a garden in the sky began to spread. People whispered about a hidden paradise, only accessible by the worthy. Some believed it was merely a myth, while others dreamed of finding it. Elara kept her memories close, smiling whenever she heard the stories. She never revealed that the legends were true. As she grew older, she wondered if the garden would call her back someday. One night, she felt a gentle tug in her heart. She closed her eyes, feeling herself float away. When she opened them, she was back in the sky garden. Lyra was waiting, smiling warmly at her. "Welcome home, Elara," Lyra said. Elara's eyes filled with joy, finally returning to her paradise. She realized this was where she belonged all along. Elara spent her days caring for the plants and exploring new corners of the garden. She had found her true purpose in preserving this magical place. The garden became her eternal home, a sanctuary for her soul. In time, Elara became a legend herself, the human who guarded the sky garden. Travelers and seekers still searched for the mythical garden, hoping to find it. Only those with a pure heart would ever glimpse its wonders. And somewhere high above the clouds, Elara watched over the world below. The garden remained a place of magic and mystery, guarded by her spirit. The flowers sang of her, and the trees whispered her name in the wind. Elara's legacy became intertwined with the garden forever. Those who dared to seek it would feel her presence, guiding them. Her love for nature became an eternal bond with the garden. And so, the sky garden continued to flourish, hidden yet alive. The legend of Elara and the magical garden grew, inspiring dreamers worldwide. In the heart of nature, Elara's spirit bloomed, guarding her beloved paradise eternally.